Hello dear students. So far we have discussed about so many properties of a capacitor, correct no? We have studied when we subject a dielectric medium between two capacitor, how the electric field varies, correct? So by the way, what is capacitor? It is a device which is used to store charges. And how it constructed? Just by having a kind of two conductors separated by a small distance and dielectric medium in between this. Now, if we have a situation that I need a 5 microfarad capacitor, but I don't have. But I have only kind of a 1 microfarad, 2 microfarad and 3 microfarad, somewhat like this. But I don't have the exact value of 5 microfarad. Now, how to resolve this particular condition in a day-to-day life? In a circuit, if I want to connect, to get 5 microfarad, we need some combination of a circuit. So that we will discuss whenever we have a series combination of a capacitor. What do you mean by series combination? It is a kind of end-to-end connection. It is a kind of end-to-end connection, somewhat like this. Okay? So, the series word, if I see means it is a kind of end-to-end connection. So, how exactly your capacitor looks like? Kind of two conductors separated by small distance. So, similarly, your job is to represent a capacitor somewhat like this. Okay? And this is a capacitor. Since it is a series combination, how many capacitor we supposed to take? For time being, I will take two capacitor. Okay? And you can connect n number of capacitor in series as well. For time being, for a better understanding, I take how many? Two capacitors which are in series. Don't you think these two capacitors are in series? How many capacitors we have? Two capacitors, and which is connected to one potential difference. Let us say V is a potential difference. How many capacitors we have over here? How many? That is C1 and C2. Now, when I apply a potential difference, what is the charge stores over here? That is a plus Q and minus Q. Here plus Q and here minus Q. So, whenever we connect the two capacitors are in series, the potential difference across the C1 is V1. The potential difference across the C2 is V2. What is the potential difference across the C1 is? What is the potential difference across the C1 is? V1. What is the potential difference across the capacitor 2 is? V2. So this is how exactly we can expect the capacitor are in series, just the representation over here. Now, we will discuss what is the total potential and what is the potential which is across this particular combination as well as capacitor potential across C2 over here. Since we know if I want to measure a potential, we can go with the system of potential over there or system of charges over there. So similarly, what is the total potential I can expect? That is V which is equal to V1 plus V2. Now your job is to find what is V1, what is V2 over here. Now, we know who V. What is the basic formula we have discussed in the first class of mine based on capacitor? That is Q which is equal to what? CV. But we can write with respect to V. What I can write? V which is equal to Q by C. Correct? Q which is what? Charge over here. What is the charge we have for time being? The over the charge is Q I can take. Okay? What in by C? How many capacitors we have? There is a C1 and C2 over here. Okay? Now, V1 can be taken as what? Potential across C1. What I can write over here? That is nothing but, can I write Q by C1? Similarly, V2 which is equal to what I can write over here? That is nothing but Q by C2 over here. Since we supposed to do total potential in the circuit, what are we supposed to do? So, V which is equal to Q by C1 plus What is supposed to do? Q by C2. Take it as equation 1 over here. Now, as I told in the beginning, your combination value should be equal to the equivalent value over here. Correct? No? I need a 5 microfarad, but I have 1, 2, 3. It's parts over here. By having all those things, we are supposed to get the total combination or equivalent circuit. So similarly, it's like we have 1 plus 1, which is equal to what? 2. So similarly, 1 plus 1 should be equal to 2. And we'll get to know whether we are getting 2 or no. Since it is a series combination, I am saying. Since it is a series combination. So we supposed to draw one more circuit over here, that is the equivalent circuit of this. So that is nothing but this is the circuit, we can call it as the equivalent circuit. Somewhat like this. Okay. So can I say it is a CS? What do you mean by CS? It is a capacitor are in series. What is the charge I can expect? Is Q over here. What is the potential I can expect? What is the potential across this? I can expect, that is V we can expect. So similarly, so with respect to this, what I can write over here by having this three combination, what I can write with respect to the capacitance value or the voltage value. So V which is equal to based on equivalent circuit. Based on equivalent circuit, what I can write? V which is equal to, what I can write based on this formula? That is nothing but Q by CS. So let us take this as equation 2 over here. Now your job is to compare what? Equation 1 with the equation 2. If I do so, what I can expect? What I can expect over here? That is nothing but Q by CS which is equal to, can I write Q by C1 plus Q by C2? Are you getting? So what I can take common over here? Can I take your Q as common over here? So if I do so, what I can get? That is equal to the Q of 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2, which is equal to Q by CS. Q will get cancelled. What is remaining over here? That is nothing but 1 by CS, which is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2. Are you getting? So how I can write with respect to CS value over here? That is the CS which is equal to, what I can write over here? That is nothing but C1 C2 divided by C1 plus C2 with respect to CS. What do you mean by CS over here? It is the capacitance of a capacitor are in series. And one more definition I can expect. If they want to ask define capacitance of a capacitor are in series, it is equal to the reciprocal of a capacitance of a capacitor, which is equal to the reciprocal of individual capacitance in a series. Are you getting? So this is how exactly we can expect whenever we connected capacitors are in series. And one more thing we have to note down here is that the equivalent capacitance, the equivalent capacitance value, what we will get, that is equal to the smallest capacitance value in the combination. And while solving a numerical, you will get to know what I said just now. In the sense, if I connect 1 microfarad and 2 microfarad, the value of equivalent capacitance should be less than 1 microfarad. In the sense, how I can generalize this relation? The equivalent value of a circuit in the capacitance of a capacitor should be equal to the lowest value of a capacitance in the particular circuit. Yeah, so far we have discussed this. We have concept of this capacitance of a capacitor are in series. So related to this particular concept, we will solve one easiest numerical that can enter your mind easily if you have. Now there is a capacitance of a capacitor of 9 microfarad. We have a 3 capacitor, right? 1, 2, 3. They are in series. Now if I connect these 3 particular capacitor, what is the equivalent capacitor of a capacitance I can expect, that we have to solve over here. So 3 capacitor, each capacitor having a capacitance of 9 picofarad, and these are connected in series. Now your job is to find capacitance of this particular combination. So you take a 3 capacitor are in series. Let us say C1, C2, C3 over here, and each which is having a capacitance value 9 picofarad, 9 picofarad, and 9 picofarad. Pico means what? 10 to the power minus 12. And these 3 are in the series. Now, if I connect these 3 capacitors are in series, what should be the equivalent capacitor? What is the formula we have over here? When we connect the 3 capacitors are in series, that is 1 by Cs is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. What is the C1, C2, C3 value? Substitute and get the answer. That is 1 by Cs is equal to 1 by 9 into 10 to the power minus 12 plus 1 by 9 into 10 to the power minus 12 plus 1 by 9 into 10 to the power minus 12. If I do so, what is the answer I can expect? What is the combination value? 1 by Cs is equal to what I can get? What I can get? That is equal to 1 by 3 into 10 to the power. Correct. Plus 12. So if I do with respect to Cs, what I can write? 3 picofarad I can expect. Correct? No? So this is how exactly we are supposed to get the combination of a series capacitance value when we connected in terms of 3 capacitors are in series. Now one more question they have given over here, that is what is the potential difference across each capacitor if it connected to 120 volt supply? So what is the potential difference of each when it connected to 120 volt over here? What is the potential of this? We are supposed to find V1, V2, V3. Since we have a same capacitor value of a capacitance value in each capacitor, so if I get the one potential difference value over here, which is equal to V1, V3, V1, V2, V3. Correct? So let us find the first value over here. So what is supposed to get over here? So the potential difference across each capacitor, that is each capacitor. Can I write this is nothing but V by 3 over here. What is the value of V we have? What is the combination of V? That is 120 by 3, which is equal to 40 volt. So each particular capacitor having how many voltage? So 40 volt, 40 volt, 40 volt. This is how exactly we can expect capacitance value as well as voltage value over here. We will move on to the one more numerical, that is this. Okay. Now again the similar concept we will discuss now. We have some capacitor like 2 microfarad and 6 microfarad. They are connected in series across 20 volt battery or potential difference. So we will take 2 capacitors are connected how? They are in series. So this is connected across which battery? How many potential difference? It is a 20 volt potential difference over here. Okay. So find the charge on each capacitor. Find charge. What is the charge we are supposed to find? This is C1 and C2. What is the value we have? It is 2 microfarad and 6 microfarad. Correct? No? Yeah. Now, to find the charges, to find this particular charge, we don't know what is the combination of the values over here. So that we will try to get the series combination value of equivalent circuit, that is 1 by Cs is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2. Whether 1 by C3 is needed? No. Why? Because we have only 2 capacitors. If we have only 2 capacitors,
6 plus 1 by 6 into 10 to the power minus 6. So what is the CS value I can expect? What is the CS value I can expect? So CS altogether, if I get CS is equal to how much? 3 by 2 microfarad. Okay? So this is how exactly I can expect the CS value. Now we supposed to calculate what? Charge on each capacitor. Charge on each capacitor. Since it is connected in series, charge on this as well as charge on this is what? Same only. So that's why we supposed to get what? Charge on this particular capacitor. So we have Q which is equal to CV, correct? No? Yeah. CS into V over here. So what is the charge on the capacitor I can expect? There is the charge on capacitor. What is the charge on capacitor I can expect over here? So it is equal to how much? That is 3 by 2 into what is the V value I can expect? We have connected this combination with respect to 20 volt. So into 20, how much I can expect? How much? 2 ones are and how much? 30 microcoulomb. Why coulomb? Why coulomb? It is a charge on this particular combination of each capacitor. Now, if we have the charges, can't we get the potential difference across each capacitor? That is, initially we don't know Q, then V1 also don't know, V2 also don't know. Now, Q we have got, and V1, V2 we are supposed to get. Correct? No? Yeah. So, the potential difference across capacitor C1. So potential difference across C1. So V1 which is equal to what I can write? V1 which is equal to what I can write over here? That is Q by C1. Correct? So similarly, V2 what I can write? Q by C2 over here. So Q, what is the value of Q we have got just now? What is the value of Q? That is 30 into 10 to the power minus 6 divided by C1 value. What is the value of C1 we have? That is 2 microfarad. 2 into 10 to the power minus 6. This will get cancelled, which is nothing but 15 ohm. Correct? Next, Q value we have 30 into 10 to the power minus 6. What is the value of C2 we have? That is a 6 microfarad. 6 into 10 to the power minus 6. What is the value I can expect? 5 volt over here. Now, by yourself only you will get to know whether you have got a proper answer or not. What is the total potential we have over here? That is 20 volt. What is the individual capacitance we have got? 15, and 15 with respect to V1 and 5 with respect to V2. So it should be equal to V is equal to V1 plus V2. So 20 is equal to 15 plus 5. Correct? So are these are equal? Whether it is equal, so obviously it is equal. So we have got a proper answer over here. So this is how exactly we are supposed to get in the simplest way. Is it difficult to solve? Not at all. Yes, we will see the last numerical part of this particular video. That is, let us take a two parallel plate conductor having an area of cross section like each side is having 5.5 centimeter and 4 centimeter. It is a kind of rectangular slab. So this is a kind of rectangular slab. Okay. So this is nothing but 5.5 and 4.4 centimeter, somewhat like this. Okay. So what is supposed to find? To calculate the capacitance of the capacitor when this space is filled with the air. So what is the formula we have for that? We have discussed in the previous reading, correct? So this is the formula we have got when the capacitance of a capacitor when it is filled with the air or a vacuum, that we have discussed. So if it is so, what is the formula we have? C which is equal to epsilon naught A divided by D. And the separation between the conductor they have given how much? How much they have given here? Separated by value of epsilon naught we can expect? We have one formula. F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 by r square. We used to replace 1 by this as what? We have replaced what? You take this is nothing but with respect to epsilon naught. What I can get over here? We have 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. That is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. We can write 9 into the power 9. Can't we get epsilon naught value over here? That is 8.8. That is 8.8. How much? How much we can expect? 8.8 into 10 to the power minus 12 we can write. Got it? So this is how exactly we are supposed to get over here. So 8.8 into 10 to the power minus 12. What is the area of cross section I can expect? That is 5.5 into 10 to the power minus 2 into 4 into 10 to the power minus 2. This is 4 centimeter divided by what is the distance I can expect? That is 0.7 into 10 to the power minus 3. What is the capacitance value I can expect here? What is the capacitance value? That is 27.8. That is 27.8. What is the value I can expect? Picofarad. Picofarad. So this is how exactly we are supposed to get capacitance of the conductor when it is placed in terms of vacuum or air between these two regions. Now we have come across one more situation where we are supposed to keep one dielectric medium and its dielectric constant which is around 4 over here. So if it is so, what is the formula we have? Capacitance of a conductor or capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor filled up with the dielectric medium. We have one formula that is this. Where K which deals with what? Dielectric constant is equal to epsilon naught A into K divided by D. So this much value we have got just now. That is 27.8 picofarad. So similarly, C which is equal to, can I write this is nothing but 27.8 into 10 to the power minus 12 into 4. What I can write over here? How much? That is 111.2 picofarad. This is how exactly we can expect if we have a dielectric medium between this as well as if the space is filled up with the air or vacuum. If the space is filled up with the air is this much and the space is filled up with the dielectric constant is